Hello, darlings. What makes me cry? Pink is not really my thing. No one believes me. My parents didn't believe me. They thought I was crazy. But I can throw a mean spiral. I'm not just saying that. Yes, can we do that? Yeah. That'd be awesome. That's cool. That just hit my reflex. That's weird.
We're having a sleepover tonight.
Hey, this is Victoria Justice, and these are my 7 secrets.
Ever wonder how a normal girl deals with becoming a superstar? Victoria Justice is finding out, and she's about to share it all with you.
Why'd you pick the French font?
I don't know. I like French fries, French toast.
Ha! I had to get that.
This is 7 Secrets with Victoria Justice.
You're not gonna believe it. Yeah!
Get ready to get real with the mega talented and super fashionable Victoria Justice as she gives you the straight scoop on herself.
Okay.
Are you ready? Because here comes secret number 1. Poised and perfect Victoria is really a total goofball.
I'm very goofy. I don't take myself seriously. But oh my God, you guys, I can't talk. Okay, I hope I'm gonna go cry in a corner now. I'll see you guys later. I'm very clumsy. My mom always says that I'm the only person she knows that can trip while standing still. I mean, I literally, like, I'll be walking on set, perfectly, like, alert and awake and aware, and I'll run into walls. I don't know. I've never been the best on my feet. But the thing is that I love dancing and I can dance, but when it comes to just, like, the simple tasks of every day, like walking, running, all that kind of stuff, it's not my thing. I like playing practical jokes. I'm always pranking people on set, and I love hiding behind doors and stuff and like hiding people's dressing rooms when they come into work and then turning off all the lights so that way when they walk in, like I jump out and scream at the top of my lungs and freak them out. I like doing that. And I do that at home all the time too. I'm always like hiding behind walls and scaring my mom and my stepdad and my sister. The best practical joke I've ever played. I had been one time, he had just gotten breakfast and he had a bowl of oatmeal with milk and cranberries and stuff, and he was walking upstairs and I was doing my usual thing where I was gonna hide behind the wall and jump out and scare him. And so I was hiding there and he walks up and rounds the corner and I screamed as loud as I could and like just like shove myself in his face.
She turns around the corner and scares me. My oatmeal flies into the air.
Hit the wall, splashed everywhere, and I felt so awful because I had no idea that it was in his hand. But it was one of the funniest things ever. I wish I could have videotaped that. It was priceless.
Priceless is the word Victoria would use to describe the one item she's owned her whole life. Here's Victoria on her prized possession.
One object that I've had my whole life. Oh, well, in Florida, I was obsessed with NSYNC. They were my favorite band, and I had this Lance Bass ring because I love Lance Bass. And so we moved all our stuff from Florida to LA, but we still had our house in Florida, and I went back to visit one time, and I was looking through my old closet, and I saw this like little shimmery glint in the corner of the closet, and I walked over, and I was like, what is that? And I picked it up, and it was my Lance Bass ring, and I was so excited. And like from that point on, I wore it every single day, even though I was like 15, 16, I didn't care, I love my Lance Bass ring. Come back, Lance, come back.
NSYNC, huh? So now you've got an idea of what kind of music Victoria likes, right?
Cup your hands.
Well, not quite. NSYNC is downright modern compared to what Victoria is rocking on her iPod right now. And that's secret number 2. Victoria and her mom share a record collection. That's right, I said record.
I kind of have the musical taste of a 40-year-old woman, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, seriously, I love Hall & Oates, love them. I've played them every single day on the way to work. I love Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I love Carly Simon, so I love all those oldies. My music has a B-side, and what I mean by that is that I love vinyl vintage records. So, you know, on like on a vinyl record, you have an A-side, which has about like 6 songs, and then a B-side, which has like 6 other songs. And I just love the sound of a vinyl record. There's just something so, you know, like familiar and homey to it, and it's so raw and real, which I love. And there's nothing like sitting in my room on a day where I'm not working and just falling asleep to an Aretha Franklin record. Who introduced me to vinyl records? I think it's kind of, I mean, my mom always had them lying around, but they were all like dusty in a cabinet, and I was like, oh, what are those? And, you know, we never really took them out or anything. And then, I don't know, I kind of discovered it myself, and I told my parents that I really wanted a record player for my birthday, and so they got me one, and I just could sit there and listen to that sound for hours. The one vinyl album I could find would probably be Abbey Road by the Beatles, because it's my favorite album by them, and I love every single song off of it, so I would love to have that one.
So where does Victoria make all her vinyl fantasies come true?
Amoeba Records is one of my favorite record stores because it's one of the biggest that I've ever been to, and also the fact that they don't really have many record stores around anymore. It's, you know, because everything's on iTunes and online, so it's just really cool to be able to go into like such a historic, well-known place like that, and the vibe about it is so awesome too. There's graffiti on the walls, and if we go there, I'll show you guys, there's an elevator, and it has like tons of graffiti, and it's just so dirty and messy looking, but it's just so like grungy and cool, and I love it. This is the elevator of one of my favorite record stores in Hollywood. It's pretty cool because it's really dirty and grungy, and like there's tons of graffiti, and I love it. And some gum, which I just put my finger on. It's really great. Ew. Hello, fancy seeing you here. So let's go look around and check out some cool jams. Isn't this amazing? What is this?
What do you do with the tape?
All that record shopping has inspired Victoria to make her own music shine.
Something people might not know about me is that I dabble in piano, and I just learned the Victoria's theme song, Make It Shine. So I'm gonna play a little bit of that for you. Here we go.
Here I am, once again, feeling lost, but now and then I breathe it in to let it go. And you don't know where you are now, what it will come to if only somebody could hear. When you figure out how you're lost in the moment, you disappear. Don't have to be afraid to put your dream in action. You're never gonna fade, you'll be the main attraction.
So where did this love of music come from?
Kind of always been involved in music ever since I was little. I have an uncle who was in like a band in the 60s or whatever, and so he's like been singing all his life, and so at family reunions and stuff, when I was like 3 or 4, I would go on stage and sing like My Girl by the Temptations with him. Like I've always just loved singing and instruments and all that kind of stuff. I'm learning guitar right now. And I would love to get really, really good at guitar so I can, you know, be on stage and just, you know, have an acoustic version all by myself. That'd be pretty awesome. I don't know, music is just always something that's been really, really important to me, and it keeps me grounded in a way, and if I'm ever having like a weird day or, you know, I have too many things on my mind, if I just sit down and, you know, play a couple chords or try and write a song on the piano, it just like centers me somehow. I've written like a couple full songs, but right now basically I just have this journal where I'll have like a thought or an idea for a song, and I'll just like start writing down all these different ideas, and then maybe I'll just write one verse or come up with a chorus or something. But I definitely, I really, when I start working on my own solo album, I would love to start writing a lot of my own songs, for sure.
In my victory, just remember me when I make it shine.
Yeah!
And now, Victoria on Hitting the High Notes.
One thing I learned about singing that I didn't know before that is that it helps sometimes to get on top of a note to use like your arms to do it. You know, like, I don't know how to describe it, but if I'm hitting a higher note, sometimes I'll do the Christina Aguilera thing, you know, and she goes like, ah! And it helps you get on top of the note and stay on pitch. For some reason, it just like lifts everything up. I don't know why, it's weird.
Who knew? Bet you didn't know secret number 3 either. Victoria's hot new look is old.
I love fashion. I love vintage clothing. To me, it's so much cooler than wearing anything else because it's kind of like you found it. I mean, when you walk into a vintage store, there's racks and racks of just like old clothes, and the fact that you have to go through and search for it yourself and you find something that really means something to you, it's kind of makes it more special in a way. Most of the time, I love going to like secondhand stores and vintage stores and just getting like really like quirky, weird pieces and then like mixing it together with, you know, some type of designer thing and just kind of creating my own thing. So, I don't know, I love fashion, it's awesome. But most of the days, I kind of just love wearing like ripped jeans and like old Converse. Okay, so remember how I said I love vintage clothes? We're here at one of my favorite spots right now, so let's go in. It's like coolest shoes ever. Big, plaid things like this are what I love to wear. I have about like 10 of these at home. Can you see me wearing this one?
Yeah.
This is happening. Cute. I can't show it to you yet. You have to wait till I try it on. Be right back. Yeah. Bam. Bam. I don't really know what to say, but wait, there's more. Got some cool shades on and good to go. We are done here and moving on to the next one.
Vintage shopping isn't the only thing that puts a smile on Victoria's face. Here's Victoria on happiness.
What makes me really happy? I love walking my dogs, like on a beautiful day in LA. It makes me really, really happy. I love, like I said, food, going to my local diner by my house with my friends and getting breakfast makes me happy. Getting to sleep in makes me happy. I love listening to music. Whenever, like, I go to a recording studio and I know that I did my best and I couldn't have done any better than that, and that just makes me really happy. Like, knowing that I worked really, really hard for something and I got the results that I wanted, there's no better feeling. I mean, and that's why I love performing. That's why I love acting and stuff, because just seeing people's reaction when you know you nailed something or getting the laugh that you wanted there's no better feeling.
What's the one thing Victoria can't bear to watch?
It's literally torture for me.
Her fascination with facial hair.
I don't know, it's so weird, but I just love it. It's so much fun.
And her secret to success?
I have amazing parents and an awesome mom who always told me.
We're spilling more 7 Secrets when we come back.
7 Secrets will be right back.